Hello and welcome to today's video. We're going to talk about the Tonal Home Gym 2 years later. And I did my first workout on this machine in February of 2020. So I have been using this for a little over 2 years. And after all that time, what do I think now? How well is this product held up? Have they innovated and improved the tonal at a rate that I feel justifies the cost? How do I feel about the cost of this after 2 years of use, and do I think it's worth the price? Am I satisfied with this machine, or do I feel like it leaves gaps in my lifting routine? Well, let's break it down. So let's kick this video off with how well the tonal is held up after 2 years of use. And something that tonal has that's built into it is called a strength score. And it just kind of takes information about all the lifts you're doing and puts that into a score to help motivate you and kind of give you an idea of where you stand. And they also show you where you rank compared to other users. And my strength score is higher than 94% of other users. I'm just kidding. The reason I point this out is to let you know that I push this machine. Because when you look at it, it has these long arms that just kind of hang out and all the tension's coming from the end. And you kind of look at that and think, wow, that thing's gonna eventually snap. There's no way it can hold up to overtime of heavy weights from that kind of long tension point. But this thing, after using it hard and doing lots of heavy weights and different lifts and all sorts of angles, still functions like it's brand new. This thing is still exactly like the day it was installed. There is not one thing that's broke, one thing that's got weaker, one thing that doesn't work as well as when I first got it. So from a functional perspective, this thing is like a brand new unit. And I just think that says a lot about the quality of the product. And a lot of people that think about, wow, the investment, if this thing were to break or not work, that makes me too nervous to buy it. This thing has held up amazingly for me. And I do follow the forums as well. And very rarely do people say that it's just been a bust or a lemon. Most people seem to be very happy with their purchase, and it lasts a very long time. Next up, let's talk about the cost of this thing. And I made a dedicated video to just this topic, so I'll keep this light because my thoughts really haven't changed that much. But I'm not gonna lie, this thing is very expensive. And when you look at the cost, there's two costs to break down. The purchase price of the unit itself, but the membership you have to pay after that. Now, when you look at the price, they show the smart accessories as optional, but really it's not. You have to get those. Otherwise, this machine just really isn't what you should be getting out of it. So it's almost just something you have to get. And I just went to the Tonal website, added it to my cart, included the shipping fees, and the price was a little over $4,000. And I'm not gonna lie, that is a massive amount of money. But let's also think about what you get for that price. You have an amazing resistance machine that can do so many different exercises, takes up very little room, is available when you need it, and don't have to travel to work out. You get a personal trainer built in, has smart lift modes that enhance the quality of your workouts, provides tracking and motivational features, and continues to keep getting better. And is this worth $4,000? Well, that's obviously going to depend on your situation, and everybody's different. But I can tell you that from my end, absolutely. I have 3 kids that have schedules and doing things all the time. I have a full-time job. I spend a crazy number of hours working on YouTube videos, and I do not have the luxury of just running to the gym whenever I have an opportunity. So when I actually have that small window of time to be able to just walk into a room that I know I have such an amazing machine that can do so much is huge to me, because I'm going to get a quality lift in whenever I want, whenever I have that small amount of time, and be able to take advantage of so many smart features that do more for me than I probably would have got out of a gym visit anyways. So it has worked out amazingly well for me, but obviously this is not going to be for everybody. And next up is the monthly membership fee, and I understand why this exists, because it takes a lot to make this machine do all the things it does. But I also don't like the price of $50. I just think it's too much. I also don't like that they don't have tiers. I think you should be able to kind of show who you are. Are you a single user? Are you a family of multiple users? Do you want just certain pieces of functionality? I don't like that you have to just pay for the full solution all the time. I think there should be tiers that kind of match it to what you need out of it, so you can get a price that matches you and makes this a little more feasible. Next up is innovation. And when I justify purchasing a machine like this, it's because I know that what I get day 1 is not going to be the same machine I have day 300, 600, 900, whatever, because it's supposed to keep getting better, and that helps me feel better about the investment I'm going to put in this, and that I'm going to keep enjoying it, using it, and getting more out of it as time goes on. And with this machine, I feel like every time I turn it on, it's doing something new. They're always releasing new features, functionality, integrations, and smart features things that go with your phone and the app. There are a lot of things going on, and I think they've done a fantastic job in this category. And to throw a few really quick examples at you of things that didn't exist when I first got this, the companion app and how well it works, the Apple Watch integration and how you can control the tonal from your watch, add resistance, do all sorts of things, put your heart rate on there. And smart lift modes that take the quality of the resistance, use technology and smart features, and really increase the quality of the lift so you can challenge yourself more and get better results. This thing is constantly improving, from content to features to smart app. There's just so many things it's doing that I have been fully impressed with how well they have innovated and kept things interesting and improving. Hopefully this video is helping you out, and if it is, you know the deal. If you could, hit that like button. Really helps me out, and I very, very much appreciate it. Moving on to satisfaction. And it's easy to second guess yourself when you're thinking about buying this because you look at it and it barely takes up any room. It just hangs on the wall. It really doesn't look like much. When you compare it to massive home gym options that have weights stacked on them and all sorts of different angles to use them at, you look at this and go, can this really do a complete and thorough and quality job as far as challenging me, giving me quality resistance and all sorts of different workouts that make me feel like I got a complete great workout in? Yes. This machine is capable of so many workouts, targeting so many areas of the body. And when it comes to the resistance, I'll be honest, I figured when I got this, I was gonna be taking a small step down. But it's been the opposite. I feel like this is better than free weights, and I did not think I would say that at all. But because of the smart modes built into it and how it can change weight on the fly or different modes for different types of workouts based on what you would want out of that and challenge you in different ways throughout the motion of the workout, it challenges you that much more. And I feel like I get an even better workout. And I did not think I would say that. But now that I've been using this for 2 years, I could not be more satisfied with what I get out of this machine. Next up is my usage, and I want to spend just a little bit of time talking about my uses of this machine. And you may have saw on screen, I'm not sure if I put it there, but I've done 148 workouts. And when you think of 2 years, you might say, wow, that's not a lot of workouts for that much time. Do you really like this as much as you say? Well, I run a YouTube channel where I review home gym equipment. And as a result, I have to put time into all these different products I test, which means I can't use this as much as I would like. And why am I dedicating time to this topic? Well, because of the YouTube channel I run, I've had the luxury of using a lot of different home gym equipment options. A lot of fancy things that are very neat and a lot of fun to use. But even though I've tested all those different machines, one of the things that I always wish I'd been able to put more time into is the tonal. And I just think this says a lot about the quality of the machine, how they make the exercise fun, how many things they have at their disposal, and the things you can do with this, and just how good of a machine it is that even though I've used so many different things, I still wish I could have put more time into this. And to wrap up this video by summarizing my thoughts on the Tonal, I cannot believe how well this thing has stood up. I love how much it continues to improve, and I continue to be blown away by the quality of the resistance, but also the functionality they put in and how it maximizes your workout. All in all, Tonal's killing it. But I hope this video helped you out. Again, don't forget to hit that like button. Helps out a ton. I really appreciate it. Subscribe to stay on top of everything where health and technology meet. And until next time, here's to a healthier you, and have a good one.